Okay, so here we go. Um, I have to admit this is a little bit late. I have some Frozen music playing in the background because Little Miss I'm Not Gonna Nap Today is not napping. So, where to start? As you can see, the Christmas tree is up. This is actually being recorded in December. It's like the middle of December right now. So, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. First of all, my 38-week update. So, 38 weeks. I was going to film this 38-week and 6 days, so it would have been on the Thursday. So as of that Thursday, nursing update, Kaylee was still nursing. She was still nursing twice a day, no sign of giving it up whatsoever. Still nursing before nap and before bed. My weight as of 38 weeks and 6 days was 154 pounds. So I was up 33 pounds. So I ended up breaking that 30-pound mark, which, to be honest, I didn't really want to, but to be fair, I didn't really try not to. Yeah, I was still eating all sorts of foods and everything like that. So it was 154 pounds that day, and the baby was the size of a mini watermelon. My pubic bone, my pubic symphysis, was incredibly painful. I had gone to see the chiropractor again that week, but it didn't do anything this time. It was just so painful. I'm sorry, I'm kind of snacking right now too. So I was just going to keep going every 3 or 4 days and see if I could get it under control again before the baby was born, but I went that one day, or that one time that week, and it didn't really help. I had a midwife appointment on the Wednesday, I believe, beforehand, or during that 38 week, and the baby was in position, heart rate was good. I was measuring 39 centimeters, so I was measuring pretty much on track, which is nice because I had been measuring so small for so long that it was nice to see that either baby shifted or there was a growth spurt and I was actually measuring appropriately. Sorry, I look kind of garbagey today. We went for a walk and it is windy and rainy and things like that, and I'm too tired to really care to tidy myself up a little bit, and I'll get into that shortly. So that was my 38-week appointment, or my 38 week. On 38 weeks and 6 days, I did go and get my legs and bikini zone waxed just to tidy things up, knowing that the baby could come at any time and I wanted to have things looking reasonably okay because we kind of had a photographer coming. And I ended up with a little bit of a sideways angle on the front of my bikini zone, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. It wasn't that noticeable or anything like that. But so I went to get waxed the morning on Thursday to get things tidied up, knowing that even if the baby came a couple of weeks late, it would still be very acceptable and not overgrown by any means. And I also wanted to tidy up a little bit because, there's a lot of blood after you have a baby, and I figured it would help keep things a little bit cleaner, a little bit easier to clean. So I went for that waxing on 38 weeks and 6 days, and then went home and just continued on that day. So and I'm gonna insert a video, or not a video, a picture. It's just a side profile of how big my belly was at 38 weeks and 6 days. So it was at the end of my 38th week. Or I guess at the end of my 39th week of pregnancy, but 38 weeks and 6 days. And so I've got a side picture, or a side profile of my belly that I will insert into the video, because that was the last picture taken before, well, not, it was the last side profile picture I had taken before the baby was born, which I'm going to do a separate video because, surprise, I have a baby. And I'd hope I'd have a baby by now. It's December 10th. I was due on November 20th. And I will make a separate video for that. This one's going to be fairly short because it was a long time ago that I had my 38-week update stuff to report on. So I mean, we're only sitting at just over 5 minutes. So I will make a separate video on the birth of the baby and how that all went down. And then I will do, well, we'll see how long that video ends up being. I might do kind of like an update because the baby is now almost 4 weeks old. So I'm not going to do weekly updates because I can't remember what happened 3 weeks ago. Excuse me. So I will see how long my birth video ends up being. If it's long, then I will do a separate baby update video and just kind of where we are now and some of the milestones and highlights. And if it's not very long, then I'll just add those into the birth video. So here's my picture of my belly, and I will talk to you guys shortly. Bye.